Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. I recently got a knife sharpener because the knives that we use in my kitchen were pretty dull. This video is going to be an overview of the knife sharpener, and let's jump into it. This is an electric sharpener made by Chef's Choice. It has 3 different stones that are down here underneath of the this kind of black plastic guide. The first one is a left and a right side to essentially regrind an edge on the knife. The second phase essentially deburrs the knife, and then this third phase here puts a little polish on it. And all this should only take, just a minute or two, and you have a nice sharp knife to use again. We've got a set of Wusthof knives. We've had these for probably 10 years or so. Over the time, they've just gotten a little bit dull, and you've had to push really hard on things in order to continue to cut, much more so than I feel like you should. So I'm going to demonstrate with this knife on what I have to do currently with this while the knife is dull, and then I'll show you again at the end after I sharpen it, and we'll do a little comparison. This thing works pretty great. I've already done one knife, and I decided to make a video about this just because of how well the first one turned out. So let's get into it. Alright, so I just got a regular bell pepper here, and I want to show you how this knife is pretty dull at this point. So as I start to push down on this, you can see that I'm pushing down on it pretty hard, and it hasn't cut through yet. It's just bending the pepper. I'm actually pushing down quite hard now. And you can see it's just essentially just made a line in it, and it really hasn't done much. And what I've been doing is pushing and slicing, right, in order to get that. But I feel like this blade should be so sharp that all I need to do is press down on it like this. Right, you can just see that it's just crushing. Right, in order to get it to cut, I have to make a slice, which it still does fine. But once I sharpen this, you'll be able to see I'll be able to just push straight down on it, and it'll cut right through. So let's get the sharpener over here. We'll sharpen this knife, and then you'll see the difference at the end. Okay, so I got everything set up now, and I got my knife ready to go. Before I turn this on, as you grind, it gets pretty noisy, so I don't want to have to try to talk over this. There are 3 phases marked here, 1, 2, and 3. And it's as simple as getting the knife down into the groove. I just get the knife laying up against the side of it, like that, on each side. Now the manual will tell you on a European or an American style knife that you need to do a pass on each side, alternating 20 times to put a new edge on it. Then you move to phase 2, and phase 2 is a couple of passes on each side, so 2 passes. Then on phase 3, you do 3 pairs of pulls. So a pair of a pull is 1 on each side, that's 1 pull. So you do 3 pairs of pulls slowly on 3, and then you do, at the very end, you do 2 pairs of pulls very quickly on phase 3. And then that is the sum total of sharpening everything. So in summary, 20 pairs of pulls on 1, 2 pairs of pulls on 2, and then 3 pairs of pulls on 3, followed by 2 quick ones. And that gets everything done. When this whole thing is done, basically you have a brand new knife, and it takes, I don't know, a sum total of like 2 minutes. Oh, last thing again, before you get started, as you're pulling the knife through, you have to tilt the knife up in order to make sure it maintains contact. So as you pull the knife through, you start to lift it a little bit so that the tip of the blade is still touching the grinding stone inside. So we'll get started now, and at the end I'll do the demonstration of the bell pepper again, and we'll be done. Alright, so I just finished the first stage here. I turned it off so you can hear me talk again. And what we're going to do now is move on to the second phase. You can see, it's kind of hard to tell, but on the blade you can see that it's actually started to create a new edge on both sides, which is what you want to see. So we'll do stage 2 now, where we'll do passes on either side, and then we'll move to phase 3, and then we'll be done. Again, stage 2 is 2 pairs of pulls. All right, now we'll move to stage 3, which is 3 pairs of pulls and then followed by 2 pairs of very quick pulls, and that'll be it. All right, so we're back again now. I just finished cleaning off the knife after I sharpened it, and I will re-demonstrate how much easier it is to cut. So as you can tell, I'm not slicing back and forth on this like I had to before. I'm literally just pressing down and it goes right through the bell pepper. Yeah, I mean this knife cuts so much better now. Anyway, just wanted to point that out. This Chef's Choice knife sharpener has been awesome. I've sharpened all the knives in my kitchen now with it, and it's basically made them like brand new. So if you're needing to get some knives sharpened in your house, I would definitely recommend using this. Yeah, thanks for watching.